helicopter, got my Lamborghini collection. I'm having fun helping people just like you. After I brought that $2 billion at 26, I retired to help people. Now that's me on July 4th, 2009. And guess what? Everything I touch turns to gold. The next day, I get to die. That kind of sucks. What happened? Well, the bottom line is we took a group of people on the corporate yacht. Someone had swine flu and pneumonia. I got to think I was in a dream. Heard the doctor tell my wife he's not going to make it, he's going to die. I heard my wife scream her head off. Then I heard this tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney. I'm screaming my head off, but nobody can hear me. But I said to God, if you let me go help my family, I'd help people the rest of my life like you. That's why I'm here today. See, someone came on my yacht. They had H1N1 pandemic number 9. Now we're dealing with pandemic 19. What about number 26? There'll be another one, trust me. Now what happens when you fall off? You get back up again. That's all you got to do. Now building your millions, everybody talks about it. Sorry to say, I think most people are full of blah, blah, blah. I want to hand you the money and the credit. And if you allow me to do it, I'll do the work for you. I'll even hand you the keys. This is 2021. Fast track, blackjack here. Ultimate goal. All right, you got to get to know me, and I get to know you. When I was training Ken Yarborough, security chief at TOW in Aspirin years ago, that was fun. I even made him a president of one of my companies at the time. Maybe today you'll listen to me and let me train you just a little bit. Please write down Credit Services Act. Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. They'll tell you credit repair is a scam, not allowed to collect money up front. They even refer to the Credit Repair Organization Act. You see, now what are you supposed to do? I know, one of you said, I repaired it myself. Oh, goody. You're just a liar. Because that's all you did. Not mine, not late. That's all these companies do. You didn't seal the record or do a rapid rescore. It's coming back on no matter what you say or do. Federal Trade Commission, that's their rules. Let's follow through. It's like the 820 credit score. Could you imagine today? You want an 820, it takes about 90 working days. See, we're an educational company. In other words, we're going to rebuild your credit the right way. We're not going to lie. We're going to teach you some rules and tools. Now, I might ask you to do two things. Can you follow through? See, I have a 100% success rate, by the way. Now, one of the things that scares me is John on that commercial. He talks about the Aspirin Boost. See, here's the problem. I don't know if you know that Aspirin moved out of the country years ago to Dublin, Ireland. They've been hacked 100 times. They've been indicted 100 plus times too. Now, if you want their boost up to 16 points, you got to register your cable bill, your light bill, your bottom bill, and guess what? You got to register your bank account. Can you imagine this? I told this lady, I said, what are you doing, crazy? You had to log into your bank account to get their boost? And now they say it's an easy fix. All you have to do is reconnect it. I'm sorry, but having them, who's been hacked and indicted so many times, have my bank account in their system, I think that's called silly and dumb. But you can do what you want to do. The next time they hack, they might be hacking you. All right, is it worth 16 points? You see, I'd rather get you something called a rapid rescore. So the ultimate goal is this. Working with Ken Yarborough and Harold Stokes years ago, that was fun. I came up with a concept called rapid scoring back then. A couple years ago, I came up with rapid refresh. It guarantees 40 to 200 points. You don't have to register your bank account at all. You see, here's an example. She had a 500 score, 157 points in 45 days to a 708. When I was done, she had an 820. So I got her 211 points. Would you like that too? Let me know. See, here's the thing that's kind of fun. As an affiliate for over 35 years, over 115 creditors, I got $10 million of history I get to use for you, corporation and divisions. So what I get to do is register, and this is out of my system. It allows me to register an SSN. That's a Social Security card, by the way. So if I'm going to build you more credit for you, that's okay. But one of the things that I love, it allows me to list an SS4. For every SS4, I can get you some more. So we're going to talk about they're using the right money anyway. See, your personal credit, you can't write off the credit cards or interest rate. Corporation, you can write off the card and the interest rate too. You got to learn how to play. Now, in the beginning, I like to do all the work for you. That's right. I don't want you to screw up my 100% success rate. I like to get you a $100,000 credit card. It'll be a corporate card, by the way. That way you can write off the credit card and the interest rate too. Now, if you don't have a corporation, one of my programs, I'll give you one for free. Now, they say that 99% of all people do corporations every day never do anything with it. They don't know what's next. The reason God put you here today with me is I'm your next. We're going to have some fun. Now, if you want to buy real estate today, we got to put each piece of property through a division, because you never know who's going to slip and fall and sue you for all you got. Next thing about a franchise. I like to make sure you get one that's got a drive-through. That way it stays open through any pandemic. Could be pandemic 9, 19, now number 26 coming along. Now this is the goals for 180 days. I like to do the work for you. Now basically from here, all right, if you want, I'll turn you into gold too. Now here's the goals for 12 months. I'd like to get $1 million in the corporate bank account tax-free. I'd like you to live in your dream house like I do. $5 million in real estate, franchises as well. All right, and if I build it for you, it'll touch it, and I'll turn you and hand you the keys. I don't have any excuses. Neither do you after I'm done with you today. Please write down borrow money's not taxable. We're going to find out what cash flow free time really means. From there, write down leveraging money. If you had $1,000, you could learn to set it and reference it by 3 times by 5. It turns into $15,000 in about 45 working days. 5,000 becomes 75,000 in credit. See, you can learn how to leverage money. There's 84 ways to play that too. Ultimate goal, in the beginning when you start a business or in life, I want you to plan the problem. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened in your life before. Maybe you got knocked down, someone got in your way, or pissed you off sometime today. You see, we gotta realize knows how to play the game. So let's write down safety credit, by the way. Here's $100,000 of credit, $50,000 a piece. I can't write off a personal credit card or interest rate at all. And now what happens with most people, most of you, you got your SSN Social Security card, then you got some credit in the mail, and you jacked it up because you thought it was free money. And then you dropped your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. Now what I'd like you to do today, ladies and gentlemen, take the credit cards out of your purse or wallet. I'd like you to put a sticky in the back of the card. By the way, this is an assignment for you. Write it down. I expect you to listen and learn and do what I tell you to do. The limit. Write it down. What's 25%? What's 29%? The moment you take your card past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. Sorry, it's just the truth. I know no one wants to tell you the truth, but I will. Now, let's look at the line of defense. Drive through your city today, you'll see a Chase Bank, a B of A, or Wells Fargo Bank, some empty ones, before or during pandemic. See, they bankrupt that location, and then they have other locations too. That just proves they know how to play. Unfortunately, you brought the pain home and you went, boo, look at me. We're not going to play that way anymore. We'll forget the sticky behind the card. Never bring the pain home because that's silly and dumb. Now look at that bank and that grocery store today. Now how did they play? They got a branch number too. You can learn to play because you get to do the same thing they got to do. Your choice is pretty simple. Now me, everyone's got a sad story, boo-hoo-hoo. I got to be born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She wanted a girl. She got a boy with me, so she gave me a girl's name and raised my middle name. I was pissed off since the day I was born. And you know what we get to do? We get to write down getting past go right now. Write it down because you're stuck. If you haven't got to million to billion, you're watching me. The reality is you've been screwing up. Sorry to say, it's just the truth. I got to be with Mrs. Hope. What a great name she had, Hope. Wouldn't that be nice? She got her weekly and monthly checks. Every morning she dropped me off right down to Beach Pier from the age of 3 years old at 6:30 in the morning. Says, I'm going to pick you up at 5 o'clock. You're not here? I'm going to leave you there to die. Wasn't she the she-devil from hell? See, I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought it kind of sucked. But I got my first Lamborghini as a teenager. I got my Lamborghini collection too. Got my Duffys, my 6 mansions. I broke some world records. All right, by the way, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. And then I parked my race boat in my backyard. Where you park yours again? Helicopter, the yacht, and don't forget about the Ferraris too. See, here's my question to all of you. Why haven't you done this? If I can do it, so can you. I just have to master the rules and the tools. So God gave me a brain with an IQ off the chart with total recall and those things. It's kind of fun. See, I had to fight to get out of hell. Bottom line is everything I touch turns to gold. You want to have some fun? I even wrote Winning the Game of Business 40 plus years ago. By the way, in the bottom it says repackaged in America. I want to repackage you. Can you let me do that for you, please? Because I think you're bringing the pain home because you don't know how to play. Write down a corporation's a legal person. Write it down. See, it's up to you. Now, there's me in that coma. I got to hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. That kind of screws up everything I'm trying to do. But I made a promise to God. I got to come back and live. And after that, I got to basically get another PhD. You see, the bottom line is I'm a pastor, by the way. If you like me to marry, I'll do that too. But I'm still a sinner, just like you. Guess what we get to do? Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. I guarantee to get you to million. Some of you to billion too. We got to inventory yourself. You got to put your everything in your life in order. You got to protect your ass. And never bring the pain home again. You lose your job, got an emergency, what do? You do the same thing everyone else does. You run out of time, you run out of money, and you jack up your credit in 42 days. You're guilty. Why? Why'd you do it that way? You've been using the wrong money in the first place. So let's pull out your Social Security card. Oh, by the way, it's not even yours. It's called an SSN. Now let's read it front and back. This time let's really pay attention. It says do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes. Did you write it on a credit application and break the law too? Goody for you. Here's the application you filled out as a teenager to get a job. All right, and look at the card. Read it today. It says Property Association Administration, not you. It's not even your card, even though it's in your possession. And when the creditors use it and abuse it too, I can block all the crap and shoot your score up to about an 820. If you like that today, let me know. All right, the bottom line is you got to learn how to play. The only reason you brought the pain home is you have no idea what the hell you're doing anyway. You're guessing. No more guessing anymore. Building your millions. We'll have some fun doing that too. Remember, I want to repackage your life. Your house, your car, your bank account, and more. I want you in my weekly workshops on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, we all can go, boo-hoo, let's look at the smallest violin on the planet today. I've been in 2 comas in my life so far. I use credit every time to basically save my assets too. So you got a choice today. When they used to save money for a rainy day when I was a little boy, I kept asking, what does that mean? What does it mean? Why? Those grown-ups couldn't answer the damn question because they had no idea what they're doing too. In my life, it doesn't rain, it always pours. What about you? See, we got a problem today. Let's say, seriously, you needed $5,000. You need it now. You ask your friends, your family, you ask the bank, hell, they all say no. But the problem is you backed yourself in a corner. That's your own fault. You got to take responsibility. In my hands, a $5,000 card, like on the one on the screen. If I got to max this sucker out today and play catch up, not fall down, I'll do that. By the way, the payment is $50 a month. For $50 a month, you could have had safety credit, but what did you do? Since you didn't know the rules and the tools, you backed yourself in a corner and got stuck. Worried about feeding your family, paying your bills too. You got a choice today. They actually say that you waste $140 a week. I don't know if it's true, but if we took one of these $50,000 cards today and maxed it out, the payment is $612.26. What the average person is wasting and pissing away in a given month. I would have bought you 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru, by the way. Do yourself a favor. Stop backing yourself in a corner. Learn not to bring the pain home. And use the right money in the first place, please. You got choices. Like I said in the beginning, plan the problem. I'm sorry, there's always going to be some turd in your way. Try to take it away from you. What I've heard for 43 years is most of your friends and family. Good luck with that. Safety, credit, line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. Make sure you put the stick in the back of those cards today. Don't you bring the pain home after meeting me. If you do, that's because you're not paying attention today. So what do we get to do? I want you to reach all your goals. Believe in yourself. Me, I always believed in me and God. God first and me. What did I do? I broke the world record for the highest kick in 1981. I wanted to prove white men do jump. I used to kick the basketball hoop too. That was fun for me. So you know what? White men do jump. Just some dummies say we don't. So remember, when someone says you can't do this or that, don't listen to them. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you see it, believe it, and go get it? And now get out of my way so I can build your life the right way. You've been screwing up since day one, sorry to say. SSN to get a job, that's a 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. This is the IRS's rules. It's public record. Why didn't you ask why like I did as a kid? You know, you got your SSN. Oh, goody for you. And you got your Experian, Treasure, and Equifax. And the moment you jacked up a card past 21%, plop. You drop the score, can't get any more. Sorry to say, that's just the truth for you. You got a choice today. Listen to the rules and the tools, learn how to play. SSN, why we got that too? See, that's why they do the census every year, how much money to print. See, we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated, by the way, ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. So let's think about this today. Let's write down Ray's rules one more time. Let's write down 100,000 of credit. Don't tell me it's too much. What's too much is when you brought the pain home, you were afraid to feed your family and pay your damn bills. You better step up to the plate. Everyone's got to grow up and understand the rules and the tools today. 100,000 of credit, period. 29% usage, that's all you're ever going to do. That gives you $71,000 of safety credit. Case blank hit the fan, lost your job, or there's a pandemic. Why would anybody be silly enough to use all the money and credit from the family and roll the dice? Why would they bring the pain home? Do yourself a favor. Write down never bring the pain home again. You're using the wrong money in the first place. Why? Because no one wanted to teach you the rules and the tools. By the way, most people don't know it anyway. Luckily, God gave it to me to give it to you. By the way, no one knows what I know. And luckily, one thing, He only made one of me. Isn't that kind of fun? Now, there's me in a coma at 5.5 years old. There's me in a coma in 2009. What am I going to do? Go, well, cry some more? No. I'm going to see it, believe it, go get it. Because I do one thing. I'll always make sure I got a backup for a backup. Now, there's my yacht, my raceboat in my backyard at the time. Show me yours. I'm from Show Me State. It's pretty simple to do. There's the address. Check it out. All right, get to die? That kind of sucks. Because someone came on my yacht that day and killed me. After 5 weeks, walking with an oxygen tank from finally coming out of that coma, I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped a $1 million credit card again. I never stay down like you do. Why would you ever do that in the first place? You see, you got to have 5 closet divisions. Please write it down, please. Now, today, we don't get a do-over. We get to live or die. I'd tell you wear a mask, and half of you argue about that, too. Bottom line is it takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Which one are you going to pick? See, this is up to you. All I know is when I was a little boy being used and abused physically and mentally, it kind of sucked. At 2.5 years old, I'm on the ground, on the floor, looking in the mirror, crying my eyes out. You know what happened to me ever since that day? I wake up at 2:25 every day, no matter how hard I try to sleep in. So you know what I did today when I got up at 2:25? I went to my knees and I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I went and stared in the mirror for 2 minutes. Try it once, just please. Look in the mirror. No one's around. Ask yourself 2 questions. Have you completed everything you need to? The answer is no. Is there more to be done? Always. Here's the problem. You ask all your friends and family what they think what you're going to do. And all that does is cloud your direction. Because they interrupt you and they say, you got to do this or that. Let's see, I brought in $2 billion at 26. I'm the #1 consult worldwide personal business credit. Let's see, listen to the dummies around you or listen to me. Why don't you let me just build it for you in 90 days or less? You see, shh, don't tell them what you're going to do. When they ask you how you do this or that, just say, raisewebinar.com. Now, we got to go get the money. See, money, I don't have to steal and beg off the pier anymore. I can pay my bills, I can feed my family, I can help you. You ready to pay attention today? It'll be up to you. You got some choices right away. Now, if all you want is a line of credit for $5,000, let me know. $599, $10,000, $799, pretty simple to do. I'm going to use the tax ID. Now, there's a Zelle. I always say Zelle, now. It's an opportunity in a live webinar to give you a discount. If not, talk to sales later today. They'd like to charge you some more. You know what's fun? 9 out of 10 of you hate your job anyway. It's okay, we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate, it's okay. Eventually they're going to fire you anyway, then you're going to deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? See, life is a roller coaster of favor. We all got hurt, pain, worry. Life is not fair. Whoever told you it would be? God is great all the time. You're wondering what's next to be done? It's simple. God put you here with me. I'm your next. You ready to play? I've been saying this since I was a little boy. They put me down. I got to basically go to school in Watts, Hawthorne, Torrance, all right? All kinds of fun areas, even Long Beach too. And they always told me all these bad things. But I always told myself, I'm important. Even though they told me I was a piece of shit. That's terrible. I said I'd be a corporate millionaire. I did it at 14 and a half. I drive a company car. I did that at 14 and a half too. I'll show the world who the hell I am. I've been doing that since the day I was born. Why haven't you? Are these turned on today? I hope they're working. See, you got a choice. I got to be Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Their poker game, they said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. I went to the library the next day next to the Torrance Police Department. I wanted to know what it meant. The lady says, here's a book, here's a microfiche. I read the book, then I got pissed off. I was looking how to get out of hell. You're looking for a blueprint, rules, and instruction manual too, right? It doesn't exist. You do have a lot of people doing motivational stuff, but if they're not handing you the money and the credit, what good is it? I listen to motivation every day, but I need the money too. So what did I do? I went back to the library almost every day, 7.5 to 9.5 years old. Then I set up Helping Hand Industries. At 9.5, I got 100,000, a million at 14, double billion at 26. How am I doing so far? Those 12 books and CDs, that's exactly how I brought it up to 2 billion, 26. Now I had $841 million real estate before the coma. All in a corporate structure, by the way. In those books and CDs, it'll tell you how I did it too. I even wrote a book, How to Become the Bank, Buckets of Money and Tax Balancing too. Don't forget I wrote Winning the Game of Business years ago as well. It's really weird. I was at the Bonaventure every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for 32 years. I was the second largest advertiser in Orange County and Los Angeles too. You know what? $20,000 a pop. Book CDs and classes with me. Today, you can get the full blueprint, 18 books and CDs, for $999 to the sales team. But during the live webinar, I give you half price. So if you stepped into the plate right now and you Zell, now, you get all 18 books and CDs for $499. But if you don't, call sales later today. They'd like to basically make some more commission out of you. You see, sales, wire, deposit. Zell, now. Now what I want to do is rebuild your credit. A rapper rescore. If you have a corporation, good. If you don't, I can build that one and give you another one for free. What do I expect on every card you got in your purse or wallet today? A sticky. 25 to 29%, and what's the limit? Every time you pull out these cards, I want you to put yourself in check. Because if you drop it and jack it up past 29%, you drop your score, you can't get any more. Remember, I'm going to make you a qualified CFO. I got no excuses. When I'm done with you today, neither do you. You see, I got a choice. When I'm on my dashboards at 7 dashboards, 115 creditors, I've been an affiliate for 35 years, I get to pick SSN or SS4. SSN is you because you're a duck. I get to build you some more credit personally. But if I get an SS4 for you, I get to pick and I get to set up an Aspire and Tranjo and Equifax too. Would you like one today? How much corporate credit would you like? Because you get to write off the card of the interest rate too. Ultimate goal is making money. We might even do some real estate and have some fun. Fixer upper, duplex and apartment complex too. Still like to get you a franchise, by the way. You see, you can have other companies running for you anyway. But the next thing I'd like you to think about is this. How about if we leverage money and credit 84 ways and turn it into $100 million starting today? It's kind of fun. Now, Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm giving a class on real estate. I know you're an expert, and yeah, right. All right, every expert on real estate, I've always found out they don't know anything. Sorry, they know a little bit, blah, blah, blah. See, here's the problem. You're going to get a property. You're going to hire a contractor. The contractor's going to hire the subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. But you didn't plan the problem. Like I said in the beginning today, what if they cut the corner, they slip and fall, and they sue you and take everything you got? Why don't you think about quick claim deeding properties to divisions? Costs about $12. What about an assignment of equity too? See, this way if they try to sue you, at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Why not? Can you write down 2 more things for me, please? Write down homestead blocker, a UCC with a chattel mortgage. Those two things can change your life and your direction when it comes to real estate. You might want to go to my webinar Saturday morning at 7 a.m. All right, because you're going to spend 2 hours with me about real estate. How I brought in 841 million. Kind of fun. Now the class is for 2 hours. It's $249. Later in the day, I got a stock kit class too. That's the Bible of a corporation. We're going to talk about your business plan as well. Now that class is $249 as well. So pick either one or both. Now if you did both, you wanted to get both at the same time, and you did it in my live webinar, which means now. If you Zelled me $249, I give you both classes for the price of one. But if you don't Zell right away, you missed out. That's on you. Zell. Now. Now let's look at a Lamborghini, part of the collection at the time. See, rich and famous people, they drive company cars to write it all off, but not you. See, your car's registered to you. Sorry to say, that makes you a duck. All right, you got to look at division and tax ID. Could you imagine if you started to listen to me? Because your paycheck is taxable income, by the way. That means you pay tax, you get the leftover. Oh, goody for you. And you know what you're doing with that leftover today? You're paying the payment, gas, registration, insurance. Can you yell the word no right away, please? Why would anybody not be driving a company car? I don't get it. I mean, are these turned on? I don't get it at all. SSN to get a job? How about SS 4 times 4? Look at line 10 right in front of you. Banking and credit purposes. That means the IRS allows us to write off the credit card and the interest rate too. On a corporation, that is. So, got an SSN? Got one, you're a duck. You can't write off diddly squat. SS 4 times 4, you can write off almost everything you do. I guess you got to learn how to play. We're going to master the IRS's rules, and you're going to master Ray's rules too. Now here's 4 boxes. Draw them right now. Corporation, 3 divisions. Divisions are cheap, by the way. How about I wrote the rules in 86, set up the line of defense. You know, like that bank and grocery store today, if I got a problem with the division, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bankrupt the piece, keep the other pieces, but I will not bring the pain home. I promised myself 2 things as a kid. Number 1, I'd never hold a baby until it was my first child. Next, I'd make sure I mastered every rule and tool before I ever got married. Period. I will never bring the pain home. That makes no sense to me. So guess what? With every tax ID I do, I can build an Experian, Treasury, and Equifax too. Would you like one today? It's my dashboard. It's up to you. We got some choices. When I do divisions, it's kind of fun. You see, I basically prepare them, send them to you, sign them, mail it away. When it comes back, I do the tax IDs, and I add the credit reports too. By the way, all right, $6.99 per division. 3 for $14.99. That's a discount through me. If not, call sales. They charge a little more. You Zell now. It's up to you. Now, what do? Every car you got, all right, when you jack it up 29%, past that, you get stuck, can't get any more. The only card you can do past 29% are the gold and platinums, by the way. Maybe today you want me to get you one. Maybe you want me to get you a pack of 10. How many would you like? Would you like $1 million? Would you like $10 million of credit? Normally I charge $10,000 for a pack of 10 to build it up for you. Today, I'm going to give you the pack of 10 for free when you buy one. I'll build it up for you for $999. But if all you want is one versus the pack of 10, I'd charge you $699. All you got to do is Zell now. If you don't, call sales later today. They'll always charge you a little bit more. Now here's what I get to do. It's the tax ID. Every tax ID I set up more credit reports, and you got one SSN, and you got one chance? That's kind of sad. What do you think? Zell now. For every SS4 I get to do for you, that means I get to build an Experian, Treasury, and Equifax using a tax ID, using $100 to $10 million of history today. Would you like one of those? Let me know, please. The ultimate goal is pretty simple for you. Remember, we're going to set up the line of defense. Divisions for real estate, franchise, current business. I'd just like to get you $100,000 credit to $1 million card. Is that okay with you? At the same time, I'd like to get you up to $100,000 of personal credit. But remember, 29%, safety credit, case blanket the fan or lost your job, or we had to feed our family up to 2 years called the pandemic. I died in pandemic 9, now we go to number 19. What about number 26? Don't you bring the pain home after meeting me. Ray's rules are pretty simple. SSN equaled 1 tax return, 1040. SS 4 times 4, what did it say on line 10 again? It's right in front of you. Banking and credit purposes, that's all you gotta do. So we get to master the IRS rules, public record, and master Ray's rules too. Bottom line is he put it together for you. So every time you kind of screw up, when I add a bunch of history and you get these in the mail, and I created a bunch of green lights for you, do not pop the card, because you're going to be like this lady. You're going to get one for $300. Me, my cards are $3,000 to $50,000 a piece. How many would you like? Credit rebuilding. I don't like the word credit repair because that sucks because it's against the law. And on top of that, repair, Webster's dictionary says it's not broken. You just screwed it up. Rebuilding is education. Well, we do all the time with you. We're going to rebuild it, a rapid rescore. We're going to get you up to an 820, make you a CFO. Now, I'm going to hand you a $1,000 card back to you. I always like giving you twice the 10 times money you invested in yourself back to you to take away your excuses. You can give yourself a refund, by the way. So if you don't have articles, also tax ID, and you want it, I'll give that to you free in that program today. And every Wednesday and Saturday, I do setup in level 1. You ready to play? You get those pieces for free. The office sells it for $9.98. You're on a live webinar with me, so I give you a price of $4.99. And if you did it right away, you get the 12 books and CDs called the Millionaires Founders Kit for free. The next thing is, you want $1 million paycheck? Raise your hand as high as you can, so I can call it silly and dumb. See, here's your life. You have to pay tax on your income. You get the leftover. Corporations, you know what happens? The IRS rule says they only pay tax when they make a profit. They get to bring millions and billions of dollars in, pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. You might want to learn how to play today. Now, this one comes at $10,000 of credit. Normally about $2,000. Today it's $9.99 to you. You get the 12 books and CDs for free as long as you Zelle during the live webinar with me. It's called Now, Zelle. The Millionaires in the Making, that one comes at $25,000 of credit. So the bottom line, that's 25 times more in your investment. And this all belongs to you. $1,999 and you get $25,000 of credit, and you get the 12 books and CDs for free as long as you Zelle now. There's a Zelle. You don't Zelle now, you don't get the extra bonuses with me. Talk to sales later today and let us know what you Zelle for today. It's all you got to do. Ultimate goal, you give me a referral, I'll give you $1,000 more credit. 5 referrals, you get $10,000. Kind of fun. Now, you could be watching me on Google, Facebook, and YouTube today. If you're missing the PowerPoint in front of me, you might want to go to rayswebinar.com, get the full overview. All right? Make sure you never bring the pain home after meeting me, please. Now, here's what I heard at 7.5 years old. You see, what they did is they had that poker game. I paid attention. I wrote my little notes. They thought I was weird. Probably true. Under Chapter 18, it says it right in front of you. It's not legal advice at all. It says a corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. The ultimate goal, you know what, when I did my Constitution, all right, my thesis on Constitution International Law, did you know the United States of America Incorporated set up their line of defense called states? Why haven't you set up your line of defense? What's wrong with you? The states set up their line of defense called cities. Cities are corporations too. What's wrong with you? Why didn't you do this before high school or right out of high school? You brought the pain home and you never had to in the first place. Remember something today. Under the Federal Protection Act, public record, they came up with Chapter 19 for cities. You watched some cities fall bankruptcy, haven't you? See, you are we the people. Isn't it time you step up to the plate and learn how to win too? Nixon took the gold standard out. They haven't stopped printing money 24/7. SSN, get a job, 1040 tax return. Now, Mama this morning delivered a baby. Did you know every hospital is federally mandated to hand Mama a form within 3 hours or less after the baby's born? See, they want to bond the baby and print some more money. Mama don't sign that form? No, she can't take the baby in the stroller. Car seat can't go home. Mama's going to sign the form. What do you think? All right. So some of your mamas already did that too. Stop bringing the pain home. You never had to. Rich and famous people don't. Cities don't too. And you see the grocery and the bank in your city today that are empty. They got other locations. They know how to play. What happened to you? You didn't learn how to play? Saturday, I do up to 9 live classes. I broadcast 5 times a day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday. 43 years. 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, I'm going to give you your status update. That means I'm going to tell you maybe to do 1 or 2 things. Can you follow through? The only thing that slows me down happens to be you. Now, Walt Disney in Newsweek, all right, the Lupo King, they didn't want to pay tax on $1 billion, so they wrote an IOU to themselves. If Mickey can play the game, so can you. You ready to play? Now, here's the thing that bothers me a lot. Online, you see these companies say you don't have to guarantee. I'm sorry, that's called BS. How about the ones that say trade lines too? In the beginning, we need cash credit, period. I want to get you 8 cash cards per division, 9 lines of credit. Then we'll think about supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. Not until then, because I got to make you a qualified CFO. That's just the truth. You got the chance to play. You want a $5,000 on a credit line? $599. You want a $10,000? $799. All you got to do is Zelle now, and you get stuck with me. We get to have fun, and let us know what you Zelle for today. Ultimate thing is credit rebuilding, rapid rescore, CFO up to an 820, $1,000 card back to you. Articles also tax ID for free and set up in level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday too. And half price to you of $499. That's a giveaway. And if you sell it right away, now, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. But if you don't, you just missed your opportunity. Starter package for a millionaire, $10,000 of credit, 25 times back to you, and all you spend is $9.99. You've all wasted thousands on crap that didn't work. Why don't you invest in yourself today and get stuck with me? 12 books and CDs for free. Call the Millionaires Founders Kit. Oh, the Millionaires in the Making Workshop too? This comes with $25,000 of credit. $1,999 today. And if you Zelle it right away, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. So Zelle now. If you want the goodies offered to you today, if not, talk to sales later today. Let Gina know what you Zelle for today. We'll follow through. Mr. Buffett's great. I loved his father more. But you know what? He told his son how to do leveraging. You don't get it. This man uses borrowed money for every company he ever bought and transfers the stock. He got all the companies for free. It's your turn to play. Let's roll the dice. Whee! It's your turn. You get to play too if you want to. My dashboards say flat out authorized users crap. Trade lines are crap too. Still got to make you a qualified CFO. The ultimate goal, look up the Fair Lending Act about trade lines. What a joke. See, I get to build credit for SSN or SS4, but you only get one SSN. How many SS4s would you like? How much credit would you like me to build for you? You got a choice today. My specialty classes I have all the time as well. Saturday, I got real estate. You want to learn a homestead blocker, a UCC one, or the chattel mortgage too? All you got to do to spend 2 hours with me on Saturday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time is Zelle $249 now. Later in the day, I got Stock Kit. That's the Bible of the corporation. We're going to talk about the business plan too. $249 for that one as well. But if you Zelle $249 right now, guess what? You get both for the price of one. But if you don't, it's okay. I'll be sold out anyway. And you missed your opportunity, that's on you. The bottom line is I like to play with people who want to step up to the plate. Zelle now. That's all you got to do. So remember today, I'm the one who came up with daisy chaining of credit. 113 ways to turn these into 99 more cards. I'm always going to use corporate credit that way. You know why? Because the IRS says we get to write off the interest rate in the base of the credit card too. We get to finance the business out of its own credit report. No one rip anybody off. Don't fraud them at all. Now remember, your corporation should never do business. It should have credit. It should set up the line of defense in divisions. Why? Because they're cheap. If one thing goes wrong with a piece, what do we get to do? We get to do what the rich and famous people got to do. By the way, it's called the 3-step. We get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save a piece? We're going to bankrupt a piece, keep the other pieces. But we're not going to bring the pain where? Home. Why would you do that? All right, don't complain about rich and famous people. Shut up and join them. The ultimate goal is like when you buy your house. Escrow close, escrow homestead, escrow put in a trust. If your house and assets are not in a trust today, when somebody sues you, they're going to take it away. If you die, you get stuck in your probate and your family got diddly squat. When you fix up the property, remember what I want you to do. Plan the problem. Just in case someone tries to sue you. At the end of the day, I want to make sure they got diddly squat. Why not? Look up irrevocable trust today, please. Ultimate goal is up to you. So let's think about this. Some of you are playing peekaboo, the IRS making a mess. Why would you do that? I don't get it. IRS.gov. You could download a form called 656 of 433A and B. Get your butt back in the system where you belong. All right, get your COVID-19 check too. Why would you want to not play by the rules? The IRS is the rule book for you. Corporations don't pay tax so they make a profit. So what do we get to do? I want you to do it my way. I want you to set up the divisions and learn how to do the setup level 1 on Wednesday and Saturdays too. Go back to the manufacturer, save up to 70%. That way you don't have to pay for anything. And you don't have to pay the bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. And after the property's fixed up, escrow closes, it pays off the debt. Now you got up to $200,000 left over. Don't act like you're rich, because you're not. If you've had $10,000 to $100,000 in the past and you pissed it away and you're broke today, shame on you. Raise rules, leveraging money. Borrowed money's not taxable. All right, write it down. Write down the line of defense. Why did you bring the pain home when you didn't have to? I mean, look at this. Before my coma, this is Reynolds University. My little building of 22,000 square feet building in Irvine Spectrum. 2 stories too. Bank will be at the office almost every day going, See, they always kiss your ass. Yeah, it's when you got money. If you don't have a pot to piss in, hell, they don't know your name. Let's take that money from that escrow. Let's learn how to leverage a couple ways. Banks borrow from the feds times 10, low back to 5 to you. We could have turned that into $3 million. We could have leveraged the money and learned to raise rules. And we could have sooner around got a McDonald's today. A Big Mac, a fry, and a chocolate shake too. You want one? Let me know. Money is a product. So I always say, borrowed money's not what? Taxable. Cash flow free per time, leveraging money. 1,000 can become 15. 5 can become 75. Usually in about 45 working days, by the way. The only card you get past 29% flat out is the gold and the platinum, as long as they're paid over time. Would you like one? I'll get you one. Here's one right here. Would you like 10 more? Do you want $1 million or would you like 10 million? Let me know. It's pretty simple. The pack of 10, I usually build it up for about 10 grand. Today, I'm offering one. You get one, I give you all 10. Simple. We're going to use the tax ID. Is that okay with you? As an affiliate, I get to build more credit reports for you. One's going to cost you $9.99, but I give you the pack of 10. If you don't do that today, talk to sales later on. If you want only one, $6.99, they'll build it for you. All you got to do is Zell, now. That's all you got to do. See, you brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play. Don't worry, Mrs. Fishborn's my client too, so is her son. You've heard of Lawrence Fishborn before. How about Mr. Bill Clinton too? All right, see, I got 2019 rich and famous people I did in the past. Michael, God rest his soul, Cook and Vane, Arnold, and even Kevin Costner too. And from my neck of the woods, here's Ricky Ross. Ricky Ross. I had to teach him a thing or two. Isn't that kind of fun? Oh, how about a college professor from Biola University too? Michael J. said, you were unbelievable. Every time I fall, you pick me back up again. I mean, now you're helping my son. What can I say but wow? You see, you get to play. All right, you got to beat your own doubt, by the way. Run your own race, but I like to hold your hand the rest of my life if you allow me to. See, I don't want you to screw this up anymore. So let's understand something flat out. Let's take $100,000 or a card, corporate card. Get to write out the interest rate in the card. Let's learn the truth about what I've been teaching about leveraging money and cash flow free per time. Let's take $5,000 off the card. Now let's take $50,000. What are we going to do? We're going to loan $10,000 to 5 people. A second on their house. a homestead blocker, UCC 1, chattel mortgage 2. Write it down. I'll teach you at the workshop what that means for you. Then we're going to call that company. It's my money. I want it now. See, they hand the money back called factoring within 24 hours. They don't pay. You get all their goodies. Now, what did I do? I took a corporate card that I got practically for free, and I turned it into leveraging of $2,499 per month after the bill is paid. You see, you get to use the credit I billed you to turn it into cash flow for you per time. Would you like more? $4,800? How about $7,347? You could design your own cash flow to free up your time. The only thing in your way is you. Now get out of my way and let me build it for you. I'm not going to show anything I didn't obtain myself. Mansions, helicopters, yachts. I think you're stuck. Let's get you past go. You see, my favorite one that God gave me is God's gift. I park my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours again? My helicopter, my yacht, my Ferrari, my Lamborghini and building too? Now you, why did you give your driver's license the other day when you wrote a check? Oh, you have to. Okay. Why did your driver's license have your home address on it? And then your house got robbed the next day. You could actually put a P.O. box or mail-in address too. See, I think you should protect your assets and never bring the pain home. You even got the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too. Isn't it time you learn how to play? Now, I don't know why you don't know how to play today, but I'll teach you. I'll even do the work for you too. You bought a car. Oh, goody for you. You let someone sweat you for hours on end. You lost $5,000 up to 9 inquiries too. When they handed you the paper, said, we got to run your credit. When you signed it, you should have put, allows 1 inquiry. You should have took a picture. Your problem is you'd allow people to use and abuse you too. Stop it. I don't get it. You're the registered owner of the car you drive today. Sorry to say, that means you're a duck. Quack, quack some more. You want to see millions and billions too? I want to basically build your dream corporation. I want to do the work and get you to the workshop so I can teach you how to put the information here. Ultimate goal is up to you. So what do we get to do if you drive your car today to the grocery store or the bank and there's a little bumpity bump? They're going to act like they got whiplash. They're going to die. And then they ask you for driver's license, insurance, registration, please. Then your heart falls out of your chest. You go, I wish I would have listened to Ray. By the way, driver's license, really? Your home address? You're paying the insurance out of that paycheck called taxable income when a corporation could pay for it before tax is considered, and you're really the registered owner in the car. That makes you a duck. They're going to call in those nasty attorneys on TV and sue you and take everything you got. See, all you got to do is get to the workshops with me. The registered owner of every car should be a division of a corporation. Keep in mind, that way if they sue you, they get diddly squat at the end of the day. Isn't it time to protect your assets and stop bringing the pain home? Every bank and grocery store you see today that's empty, remember me, please. So here, what are we going to do? We got a bad piece? We're not bringing the pain home. What do I get to do? Build credit to SSN or SS4. You only get one SSN. How many SS4s you get? As many as it takes to go get. See it, believe it, go get it. Divisions, I love divisions. I charge $6.99 per division or 3 for $1,500. Because I do the tax IDs, the paperwork for you, and I build up to $1 million of history to every one of those divisions for you. If you Zelle right now, Zelle now, you can get 3 for $14.99 or 1 for $6.99. Talk to sales later today. They don't give you the discount that I do. Ultimate goal. My wife asked me on July 3rd, 2009, honey, can we take a bunch of people in the corporate yacht to watch the fireworks? No problem. I filled it up, cost $1,600. I used a corporate card, wrote off the card interest rate, and the yacht too. Hell, why not? Bottom line is I got to die the next day. Someone came on my yacht with swine flu and pneumonia and killed me. I got to die at pandemic number 9. Now we're in pandemic 19. What about number 26? You going to be ready this time? Because I don't like to die and have my life stolen from me. But I promised God I'd help people the rest of my life. He let my heart go beep, beep, beep one more time. So what do we get to do after that coma? I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I couldn't call mommy and daddy because then they threw me away as a little baby as a piece of trash. So the bottom line is I put that oxygen tank under my arm like a damn football. I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped a $1 million card again. I have my 5 closet divisions, by the way. You might want to write that down, have a backup for you too. God's using me today. Can you pay attention? You know, I've heard no a billion times. Can you imagine when I was 14 and a half, I bought a Lamborghini? They told me I couldn't do that too. I don't listen to dummies. Reaching the dream, think and be the impossible. I've done it all my life. All right, why don't you learn to raise rules and tools and learn how to play too? Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. You ready to play? Because we're going to get to a million. Some of you to a billion too. Specialty classes all the time as well. Saturday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Real estate, 2 hours plus. We're going to learn Homestead Blocker, UCC One and Chattel Mortgage. We're going to learn how a division can buy real estate with no money down, using the seller's equity. By the way, it's 7 p.m. Nope, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Saturday morning. By the way, it's $249 for that class. If you don't sell it right away, it's going to be sold out anyway. The Stock Kids class is in the afternoon. We're going to talk about the business plan, the Bible, the corporation. That class is $249 as well. If you sell $249 now, I'm going to give you both classes for one price of one. But you got to do it before it's sold out. Bottom line is you sell now. $249, you're in both classes with me. If you don't, that's on you. See, motivation's great. We all need it. Here's what you're missing, the missing link. By the way, it's raisecredit.com. You've been missing me. I'm going to give you the blueprint. All right? You see, motivation's great. But let's talk about your story today. Let's get you $100,000 of personal credit called safety credit and an 820 credit score. Let's get you a corporation divisions up to $1 million of credit. Let's get you to stop being stuck. All right? Because that kind of sucks. Now, what do you get next? You get me. We're going to have fun. Now, understand, not everybody likes me, but hell, not everybody likes you. But I'm going to get you to $1 million. Some of you to $1 billion too. No more excuses after meeting me today. Building the millions, not a problem for me. I like to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account too. I want to clone me into you. I want to make sure you don't screw this up anymore. All 18 books and CDs, Office sells it for $9.99. I give it away on the live webinar with me, half price of $4.99. If you want the 18 books and CDs, the blueprint, how I got into the 2 billion 26, you might want to Zelle now, $4.99. From there, I can build your credit for SSN or SS4. How much would you like? But you only got one SSN, that's all you're allowed to. SS4 for every division? Ooh, how much would you like of credit I can build you? And you get to write off the card, the interest rate too. So credit rebuilding, all right, we're not going to just write stupid letters like those credit repair flakes. We're going to do the truth. We're going to educate you, give you rules and tools, and we're going to rebuild you with the rapid rescore and seal your record, make you the qualified CFO you're supposed to be. I'm going to hand you $1,000 card back to you, twice as much you invested in yourself. If you want a corporation, a tax city, and officers list, I'll hand that to you for free. And you go to my setup and my level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday too. See, I want you to put it here. Office sells it for $9.98. I give it away for half price. And if you Zelle $4.99 now, I'll give you the 12 books and CDs called the Millionaire's Founders Kit for free. Starter package for a millionaire, same as the previous one, but this one comes with $10,000 of credit. $9.99. You Zelle it, you get the books and CDs for free called Millionaire's Founders Kit. The Millionaires in the Making Workshop too. $25,000 of credit for $1,999 to you, and you get the 12 books and CDs for free. If you don't Zelle now, call sales later today. They won't give you the goodies and opportunity I gave you, but they'll still get you in the program. It's your problem you didn't Zelle now. It's not my fault you didn't do what I told you to do. But in the future, you're going to learn to listen and learn pretty good. You see, the 14th Amendment turned corporations into people. The United States of America has our line of defense called states, and the states have their line of defense too called cities. Why haven't you set up your line of defense? What's wrong with you? Are these turned on today? I hope they're working. You got a choice to step up to the plate too. So remember, never have joint credit. House, escrow closed, escrow homestead, escrow put in a trust. Corporation should always have up to $1 million of credit. You got to have your divisions because they're cheap. Real estate, franchise, current business. Set up the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. You got to master Ray's rules, by the way. That way you don't bring the pain home ever again. So what do we get to do? Plan the problem, like I said in the beginning today, because there's always some turd going to take it away from you too. Safety, credit, line of defense, see it, believe it, go get it. Don't forget the stickies on the back of the cards. Don't you bring the pain home ever again. Look at the banks and grocery store in the city today that are empty. And you know they have other locations. Remember me. If you let opportunity pass you by, that's on you. The American dream, everybody talks about it. If they're not handing you the money, the credit, I think it's BS. So I want you to remember, you need to have money coming in every month. Pay all your bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time. If you don't set up the line of defense, you're always going to bring the pain home, period. 1,000 rules are $1 million company. 20,000 is billionaire. How much credit would you like me to get per tax ID for you? It's all up to you. Now here's your last and final chance. Credit rebuilding, CFO 8A20. Articles if you want them, also tax ID. Level 1 and setup class on Wednesday and Saturday if you want it too. $1,000 card back to you. And our price is $4.99. Heck, you could refund yourself today twice as much. Now no more excuses for you. 12 books and CDs called the Millionaires Founders Kit for free. Starter package for the million. $10,000 of credit. $9.99. And you get what? You get the 12 books and CDs for free too? See, the bottom line is you wasted thousands on crap. Invest in yourself today and get stuck with me. Millionaire in the making, $25,000 of credit. $1,999 to you. Get the 12 books and CDs for free. Your choice is to Zell now, and get all the goodies offered you today. If not, call sales. Stay safe, stay strong. If you're wondering what's next to come, let it be you and me. Let's always remember life is a gift from our Father in heaven. God has given us the opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day. Give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen to that. If I can do this, born in a taxi, and my mommy and my daddy threw me a leg like a piece of trash, and I wanted to prove them wrong, guess what? It's your turn. I didn't like stealing or begging off the pier. Kind of sucked. So if you didn't Zell today, that's on you. But if you want to talk to a specialist today, there's the phone number. It's toll free. It's 800-510-3338. Now you can call it and change your life, get stuck with me, or you can go back to being stuck. I'm going to do my best all through the day, and God always does the rest. Amen to that too.